Hola friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we are at one of my last midwife appointments. I think it might be the last one in their office. We've been having our last few appointments in our own home just because of the whole COVID situation, but we are excited to be back in the office. It is the cutest little midwife space and we get to play with some new toys, hey?
And there's a funny moose cow toy. And it goes Matman.
Harian, Karian, Nername, Akame, Kurinde, Mokande, Udare, Apare, Harian, Karian, Nername, Akame.
So in today's video, we're going to bring you along in our midwife appointment. I'll give you a little bit of an update of how our pregnancy is going so far and give you a little bit of a taste of our birth plans for baby number 3. A baby.
Sí. All night.
No? Alrighty, so our midwives just left our last home appointment before baby comes. We do have an appointment set for 2 weeks at the midwife office. As I showed you guys previously, I thought was going to be last appointment at their office. It really just depends when baby decides to make his or her arrival at this time. Baby is good, heartbeat's good, blood pressure's good. My feet are getting a little fat and swollen, so they gave me a nice coconut oil massage. All the pregnancy fun that comes along with growing humans. It really is just such a blessing and such a miracle. I cannot believe we are already 38 weeks with this little one. I have had a couple people ask where we're having baby, how we're having baby, what our birth plan is. So I thought I'd just touch a little bit on our birth plan for baby number 3. Luna, we did have her at the Red Deer Hospital in Alberta, Canada. We did hire a doula, which we were incredibly grateful for. She kind of guided me through some of the more natural options we had even though we were planning to give birth in the hospital. With Luna, I think I kind of went into her birth almost overconfident in trusting the abilities of the woman's body, thinking, yes, we have the maternal wisdom to do this, to birth babies, to mother, to nurture. And after a very long labor, we did end up having an emergency C-section. So any kind of soft line birth plan I did have in set for Luna was really just to follow my intuition and to be guided by the options that my doula and the doctors were then giving me. With Lux, on the other hand, because Luna's birth was quite traumatic and I did so badly want that VBAC, I think I almost overplanned Lux's birth in a way. This included everything from the laboring to the actual delivery part to the first 24 hours after baby was born. I included a couple things like a warm compress during crowning, allowing dad to announce the gender and to cut the cord, delayed cord clamping on top of that. That was all printed off in a nice little list that I made for the doctors and nurses. And I think with Lux, I felt the need to be prepared because I was planning to follow my intuition with Luna, and there were some things that then I came across in the moment that I didn't feel like I had enough knowledge behind making a informed and safe decision. I ended up birthing her VBAC without any medical intervention, which was super wonderful. On to the birth plan with this baby number 3. Much different than the previous 2 births for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, the reason is we have midwife care. And I think that really changed my perspective on the way things can be done in a birth setting. It has really changed my perspective on how I see my support system in the birthing process. I feel very supported in every decision that I am very strongly opinionated on by my midwife team, but I also feel very guided if I come to them with questions or concerns. And they've made that clear during labor and delivery as well. They really do just let mom do as she needs to, and they are there for guidance, support, giving medical opinions if mom needs that extra, if she asks for it, or if they see a time that, you know, they need to intervene for health and safety. And I don't know if that's specifically because it's a midwife care versus doctor and in hospital care, or if it's the change in location. I mean, I birthed my last 2 girls in Canada, and here in Mexico things are just done a little bit differently as well. So I don't know what the differentiating factors are, but they are present in this birth compared to my last 2. So no, I haven't formally written a birth plan this time. I think our plan is to kind of go without a plan. You know, I have intentions set for the birth. I do have a rough draft vision of how I could see the birth unfolding. With that being said, I'm trying not to be too rigid in my expectations of what this birth will look like. A very big layout for this birth. I have requested a birth pool, which I am incredibly excited about. It'll be readily available for when labor starts. I do have a birth space altar set up tentatively. The girls keep playing with all the stuff on it, so I take stuff off and then put it back on, and just a couple simple things set around the house to create the atmosphere of a nice, empowered, calm, supported birth. In midwife care, we had the option of birthing in their birth center or in our own home. And although our home is small, it is quite cozy and compact, I did feel that it would probably be the best suitable place for our family. I don't know, we don't know when baby is going to want to start the process into joining us earthside. So this just made sense for us. If the girls are sleeping, if it's early in the morning, if my labor is 3 days long, 2 days long like it was in my previous labors, Then we have our in-home setting to feel a little more comfortable, rooted, and settled in. My mom has been on high alert, like what if you have to go to the hospital, or what if this happens, or whatnot. So to reassure everybody, yes, the hospital is nearby, yes, it is always an option, but I do feel very, very confident and excited to have a home birth this time around. In addition to my mother worrying about my safety and baby's safety in our upcoming birth, my mother-in-law was questioning about Luna and Lux, my daughters, and where they're going to be in this whole scenario. The answer is they're going to be wherever they feel most comfortable. Usually older siblings are super involved and intrigued by what's going on. We have been talking to them little by little up until this point about the birth and how, you know, mommy's tummy grows bigger, baby's growing in there, and when baby feels ready, baby's going to come out, and it's going to be hard work, and it's going to make mommy very tired, very sore, and I will be needing my space. I think they are excited to be a part and involved in the birth, but I also don't think, or I know that they don't fully grasp what actually has to happen. The main reason my mother-in-law asked is because unfortunately we hear so many traumatic birth story experiences, and she just didn't want that traumatizing my children in any way. They do seem very interested and excited and intrigued by the whole birthing process, so I guess for that we'll just have to see how it goes. Ultimately, this time our birth plan is to simply surrender to the entire process. So yeah, we will see how that goes, and I will update you after baby is earthside. Super excited. Now we play the waiting game. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my last pregnancy adventure, so stay tuned for that. If you aren't subscribed to my channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming Mama Om videos. Always, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys next time.